You are watching Hot Indonesia with Sandrina, Millie, and me. Here's hot topic number 2, easy English. Asia, in general, has a wide range of ability in the world's language of business. Singapore, for example, is ranked first regionally and 10th globally. But Indonesia is way down the list according to the English Proficiency Index by the group Education First. We rank 453rd in the world and 15th in Asia behind Bangladesh and Vietnam. Now, Millie, why is that? What is English instruction like in schools, if you can remember a couple of years back?
I certainly couldn't remember anymore because I'm only 20 plus, you see. But as a publisher of an English language media, I also am seeing a trend of more and more Indonesians preferring Bahasa Indonesia instead of English. And this is probably because we are becoming more nationalistic. B, we are also becoming more proud to be Indonesian. And last but not least, in our country, in our Bahasa Indonesia, we have unique slangs. And it's always very difficult to translate our slangs to English. So amongst ourselves, we prefer now to speak more Bahasa Indonesia.
I think a national language can exist nicely alongside the global language of business, as I said. As Indonesia's middle class grows and everyone seeks better jobs, English, as you mentioned, Millie, helps entry into better jobs in the service and knowledge-based sector. Sandrina, how best to improve, real quickly?
Fluency in speaking a foreign language correlates with the usage intensity of that particular language. In studying a language, the more you use that language to speak, the more fluent you become. So I'm fortunate. I grew up in an international family. So my first language was English, and I learned Indonesian in school. But aside from that, nowadays such process is also very much supported or facilitated by various social media platforms, Dalton, especially the ones that provide active visual communication contents like Omi TV.
I think social media is a good point. I mean, it helps young people improve their English because most of them are in English. So let's ask a young man. Ambrosius Keola is a 15-year-old about to enter high school, and he joins us now from his home in Jakarta. Hi, Keola. You know, we talked before the show began, and your English is excellent. How long have you studied English, and how difficult or easy has it been?
Okay, well, here's the thing, right? When we're talking about studying, quote unquote, learning and understanding the language, then I've been in the same school for 9 years. So from first grade to ninth grade, right? And so English was mandatory. It was as mandatory as math, as Bahasa Indonesia, PKN, PS. It was mandatory. If you did not know English, then you cannot pass. Of course, in the final exams of my ninth grade was English. English was also a part of it.
Was it easy or hard for you to learn English growing up?
No, because like she said, right? One of the ways you can learn a language is input. You hear it over and over and over again, and then you learn it unintentionally, and you get to the point where you can understand it.
Yeah, kind of like a sponge. If the water keeps hitting you, you absorb it. Okay, Millie, question for Keola?
Yes, is it really difficult for you to practice the language with each other?
Oh, I did.
Especially with us fellow Indonesians.
No, I didn't practice it because not a lot of people know how to do it in my class. Well, they can do it basic conversation, but if you ask me, okay, do a conversation with your friend about conservatives or liberals, they might not know what I'm talking about. They might not even know what liberals mean.
Hey, a lot of adults are the same way. Don't worry about that. Go on.
Sorry to cut you, but I learned English not just from school. I grew up on movies. television shows, Teletubbies, Barney, Elmo, Mickey Mouse, comic books. These were the things that taught me English the most.
Okay, I didn't know Teletubbies spoke English, but anyway, Sandrina, question for Keola?
Yes, they did.
They do
They
not.
do, actually. It's originally in English. Hi, Keola.
Teletubby English.
Hi, Keola. Compared to many other students I know, especially those who study in public schools, your English is quite impeccable. Is it because you study in a private or international school? Just in short first? Do you go to a public school or a private school, international
Private school.
Private school, okay. That already makes a very huge difference now. What would your suggestion be for others your age who want to be able to quickly learn English? Would learning the language only in school be enough?
Honestly, I think textbook learning is the hardest way to learn something. I think if you want to learn something, then there's got to be input. So my advice is to just watch movies, TV shows. There's a lot of them. You can just like pass away your hours watching a single show, and you could learn more English doing that than saying hello, how are you 5 times.
Singing as well, yeah? Singing.
Yeah.
Yeah, karaoke is a way I learned the kind of other languages. Yeah, you look on the screen and it translates. Very good idea, the singer Millie. Keola, what is your career goal and how will English help you, you think?
Well, surprised to say, my career goal is very different, and I don't think English will help. I've always wanted to be a lawyer, especially a prosecutor. I've always wanted to help people and be in the world of law because I used to wanted to be a policeman, but eyes can't work that way, right? So worst case scenario, I'm a lawyer now, and I don't know how my English will help with that, but who knows? Maybe I'll get hired overseas or something.
Well, you study international law and case law, then that'll help you here. And I'm glad you listened to our first segment because you have a big job ahead of you with all the corruption that we're fighting in this country. So, Keola, we really wish you the best. We hope you motivate other students in your class and those watching to study a language that I believe firmly that will help people get better jobs, improve their lives. Of course, those who cannot, you still can have great lives as well and take pride in your own national language. So, Ambrosius Keola, high school student, thank you very much for your time, and go out and have some fun now. More Hot Indo is ahead. Royal roots tracing our line of sultans and kings.